Good morning, children. In today's class, we are going to learn isobars and isotones. We are going to learn the definitions for isobars and isotones. Also, we are going to learn some examples for isobars and isotones. What are isobars? Atoms of different elements with different atomic numbers but same mass number are called as isobars. Also, if two elements, if they possess the same total number of nucleons, then they are also said to be isobars. Okay, children? So the definition for isobars is atoms of different elements with different atomic numbers and same mass number are called isobars. When two elements or atoms, if they possess the same total number of nucleons, then they are also called as isobars. What are nucleons, children? The total number of protons and neutrons that are present inside the nucleus of an atom are called as. Now we are going to learn some examples for isobars. Argon, potassium and calcium, these elements have the mass number to be 40. These elements have the same mass number but their atomic numbers are different. Argon has got 18 to be its atomic number. Potassium has got 19 as its atomic number, whereas calcium has got 20 as its atomic number. But all these elements, they have the same mass number. Though these elements, argon, potassium and calcium, though they have different atomic numbers, they have the same mass number. Since the mass number is same for these elements, the total number of nucleons is also same for these elements. So these elements are called as isobars. Carbon 14 and nitrogen 14 are another set of example for isobars. Carbon 14 isotope and nitrogen 14 isotope, they have the same mass number but different atomic numbers. The atomic number for carbon is 6, the atomic number for nitrogen is 7. Though these two elements have different atomic numbers, they have the same mass number, thus they have the same total number of nucleons in them. So these two elements, these two isotopes are cited as examples for isobars. Carbon 14 isotope and nitrogen 14 isotope. Here is another set of example for isobars. Sodium 24 and magnesium 24. Sodium has got the atomic number 11, magnesium has got the atomic number 12. So the atomic numbers of these two elements are different. But what about their mass number? Sodium 24 isotope has got 24 as its mass number and magnesium also has 24 as its mass number. So children, we observe that in sodium 24 isotope and magnesium 24, the mass number is same. It is equal to 24, but their atomic numbers are different. For sodium it is 11, for magnesium it is 12. Okay. So these two elements are cited as examples for isobars. Now we are going to learn the definition for isotones. Atoms of different elements with different atomic numbers and different mass numbers but with the same number of neutrons are called as isotones. Isotones. In isotones, N is there, no? That N stands for neutrons. Same number of neutrons. Okay, children. So, the definition for isotones is atoms of different elements with different atomic numbers and different mass numbers but with the same number of neutrons are called as isotones. We know that isotones are atoms of different elements with different atomic numbers and different mass numbers but with the same number of neutrons. Here is an example for isotones, phosphorus 31 and sulfur 32. These two elements have different atomic numbers and different mass numbers, but they have the same number of neutrons in them. Consider phosphorus, its atomic number is 15. For sulfur, the atomic number is 16. The mass number of phosphorus is 31 and that of sulfur is 32. Okay, children. Now, from this example, we observe that these two are different elements. One is phosphorus, the other is sulfur. And their atomic numbers and mass numbers are different. Now, how to calculate the number of neutrons in these elements? We can calculate the number of neutrons in an element by subtracting its atomic number from its mass number. Okay, children? For phosphorus, the atomic number is 15, mass number is 31. So when we subtract 15 from 31, we get 16. So 16 is the number of neutrons present in phosphorus. Coming to sulfur, 32 is its mass number and 16 is its atomic number. So when we subtract 16 from 32, we get 16. So in both these elements, the number of neutrons is 16. So these are examples for isotones. Here is another example for isotones. Boron 11 and carbon 12. Boron 11 and carbon 12. The atomic number of boron is 5 and its mass number is 11. For carbon 12 isotope, atomic number is 6. Okay, children. So these two are different elements. One is boron, the other is carbon, and their atomic numbers are different. For boron it is 5 and for carbon it is 6. These two elements have different mass numbers also. Boron has got 11 as its mass number, whereas carbon has got 12 as its mass number. So they are different in their atomic numbers and also mass numbers. Now we are going to calculate the number of neutrons present in these two elements. How to calculate the number of neutrons in an element? When we subtract the atomic number of that element from its mass number, we derive the total number of neutrons present in that element. Okay. So for boron, atomic number is 5, mass number is 11. So 11 minus 5 is equal to 6. So 6 is the number of neutrons present in boron. Boron 11 isotope. Then coming to carbon 12 isotope, 12 minus 6. That is equal to 6. So in boron 11 isotope and carbon 12 isotope, the total number of neutrons present in these two elements is 6. So these elements are cited as examples for isotones. This is another example for isotones. Carbon 14 isotope and nitrogen 15 isotope. These two isotopes are isotopes of different elements. These two are coming from different elements. They have different atomic numbers. Carbon has got 6 as its atomic number, whereas nitrogen has got 7 as its atomic number. Carbon has got carbon 14 isotope. So 14 is its mass number. Nitrogen 15 isotope. So 15 is its mass number. Now when we calculate the number of neutrons, we have to subtract the atomic number of that element from its mass number. So for calculating the number of neutrons in carbon 14 isotope, we have to subtract 6 from 14. So we get 8. 8 as the number of neutrons present in carbon 14 isotope. Now For nitrogen 15 isotope, subtract 7 from 15. Again it is equal to 8. So in these two isotopes, carbon 14 and nitrogen 15, the number of neutrons is equal to 8. So these are examples for isotones. Here is another set of example for isotones. Argon 38, potassium 39, calcium 40, sulfur 36 and chlorine 37 are cited as examples for isotones. These are atoms of different elements with different atomic numbers and different mass numbers but with the same number of neutrons. When we calculate the number of neutrons in these elements, it is found to be 20. See, in the case of argon, 38 minus 18 is equal to 20. In the case of potassium, 39 minus 19 is equal to again 20. Calcium has got the mass number 40 and atomic number 20. So the number of neutrons is equal to 40 minus 20, that is 20. Coming to sulfur, mass number is 36 and the atomic number is 16. When we subtract 16 from 36, it's again equal to 20. In chlorine, 37, 37 minus 17 is equal to 20. Okay children, I hope you might have understood the concept of isotones very clearly because many examples have been cited for your understanding. So this is a very important example for isotones. I hope you might have understood today's class children. Thank you children.